On Wednesday, the Chancellor, Alistair Darling, will be announcing the budget for 2009. We've taken to the streets of London to see what your views are on these all-important economic decisions.
I think the price of petrol ought to come down. That would help everybody, and also the price of goods in the shops would come down. I think that costs so much to transport things around the country. I think that's the main thing you should do, really.
Well, I'm a teacher, and as a result, at the moment, I think for me, one of the hardest things is still getting onto the property ladder. So I'd like to see some kind of help towards helping getting young professionals onto the property ladder for the first time. I don't quite know how he's going to do it, or how they're going to be able to work the budget to do this, but for me, that's my primary thing. Despite the fact that I've been a teacher for 3.5 years, I'm still a long, long way off being able to get onto the property ladder. So some help in that direction would be great.
Probably, I think, help students more, because I think they are raising the prices a lot on universities and stuff, especially as we're students, so that affects us quite a lot. And I think
tuition fees are going up, and that's really stupid.
They're already really high.
Because if they
as well.
want more graduates, like if they want more people into jobs, then they're going to want more people to go to uni. So they're like deterring people from going to uni.
Okay, darling, this is what I want you to do, and what I reckon loads and loads of small businesses want you to do. It's really, really, really important. I understand that you can't change the amount of VAT that we pay, the percentage, but please, could you higher the VAT threshold, which would help a lot of small businesses enormously, and that one thing would make me very happy.
I would like to see a little bit of concern for pensioners and people who are retired, whose interest in their saving is absolutely nil, and they relied on that bit of interest to pay their gas, electricity and rates bill like I did, and it's not there anymore, and so it's dipping in time.
I'd like to see more money spent on schools and police and hospitals. I'm not expecting any tax cuts from the government. I don't think they will.
I'd like possibly some tax reductions, but more likely I suspect there'll be a few more sort of stealth taxes that will take place rather than any reductions in direct taxation.
In the Glasgow area where I work, in the inner city schools, there's no budget. Well, there is a budget, but we're running out of money drastically. There's no money for jotters or books, and I'd like to see the money spent in education.
Well, instead of tackling people, about home loans and so on, I'd like to see, I'm not quite sure how it would operate, some restriction on the number of cards people have.
Well, for myself, because I'm a supply teacher and a homeowner, I'm not on a regular income, obviously because of the supply work. So I'd like to see more money going into education. So I hope that I could get a full-time job, because with the education cutbacks, smaller class numbers mean a lot of schools in Wales are closing or they're merging and losing teachers. And I'd also like to see more money going into the valleys, because there's a lot of social deprivation with the traditional industries being closed, such as the coal mines. When industries took over the last couple of months, they've been closing down. People have been going into work one day, so your factory's closing down in a few weeks' time. So it's more money. I'd like to see, this is very controversial, but I'd like to see more taxation of the very rich, because I think they're not going to miss the money being taken off their income and then more being ploughed into society.